Hello beautiful souls, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is a reading on new moon solar eclipse in Gemini for all signs. I'm doing like a mini reading for all the signs since this is very big energy. If you're new, thank you for stopping by and lending your energy, and of course my tribe, I really appreciate you being here and sharing your energy with us. Okay, so I usually try to bring in astrology when there are bigger events happening. So this is one of those. This energy is going to last roughly the next 6 months. It's going to impact you, so we just want to take a look at where does this affect you in your natal chart, and then draw some mini tarot around it to see where you're at, what you're leaving behind, and what you're getting into, and what is the biggest energy that's going to support you. Okay, so that's my intention for this video. The energies can be felt intensely a week before and a week after the new moon solar eclipse. But know that this is a time where a lot of things will start coming to the surface, will become visible. So what I've done here to the left side, and I've kind of kept it semi-transparent so I can point to different signs. This chart is from cafeastrology.com. You can go and search up new moon eclipse and you can read a little summary over there. But the intention is to just walk you through what it means. So couple of things, or maybe a few things, handful of things. Number one, it's in the sign of Gemini. So if you'll see, let me get my fancy wand over here. If you'll see, it's right here in Gemini. So this is a house of communication. We've got the North Node, we got the Moon, we got the Sun, and then we also have Mercury in retrograde, when you see the symbol here. Okay, so a lot of energy happening in the sign of communications. So what can happen? New moon, it is a powerful time, so we are to expect powerful changes because it's a new moon eclipse. Because it's in Gemini, we know communication is going to be key. And then the third thing that we have here is the North Node, right? So the symbol means the North Node. This is what we're meant to learn and lean into, and it always talks about stepping into out of our comfort zone. Okay, so stepping into the new, tie it all together, big surprises. Communication is going to be important, and we're being called to step into it, lean into it, okay, and come out of our comfort zone and go ahead. It is a solar eclipse, which means the moon covers the sun. It is a new moon, which is everything is in dark. This is the time we plant our seeds of intention. This energy is all about going within. This is not the time you want to, stand on a stage and announce what you're going to do. This is an internal energy. The moon is internal, especially in new moon. This is where we go and contemplate and figure out what we want to do next. Okay, so that's some of the overarching things about the new moon in Gemini. Now, couple other things that can sometimes be and for some signs it's positive, some signs it may be a little bit more restrictive. If we see over here, so Mercury, which rules communications, is retrograde, meaning there can be confusion. Don't sign anything new without double, triple checking the contracts, because retrograde means electronics can go wonky. Don't buy new electronics or new tools or anything related to electronics or like new cars at this moment, because electronics tend to go a little wonky when Mercury is retrograde. So that's on a little bit of the confusing side. Now, to add to that, we also have Neptune in Pisces, which is right here. Okay, Pisces is a water sign. Neptune rules Pisces, but that is highly emotional. Okay, so what this means in combination to communication, Gemini, and in combination to Mercury being in retrograde, things may not appear as they are at first. Okay, so give it time, soak in the information, review it. Overall, those are some of the things. Another somewhat positive thing is Saturn is retrograde in Aquarius over here. Me being a Capricorn, I'm very happy about this. Okay, so whoever is affected by Saturn, it is a positive, depending. It's a trine, okay, in Aquarius, and what this means is the restrictions are not as harsh, so things are kind of opening up a little bit. Okay, so if you are one of those people who's been feeling very tired, this year. That's because Saturn and Uranus, which is about expansion, have been in very tight opposition. So now with Saturn kind of taking a little bit of a back seat, things are going to start easing up. So there were positives and minuses of this energy, but it is big energy. Okay, it is a solar eclipse. It is in Gemini. With that, let's get started with the very first sign of Aries. So I'm going to show you. I have my little neat pile over here. We're going to do a Moonology card. We're going to do a 5-card tarot spread and then get you one major arcana as the best energy to lean into. So this is for the sign of Aries. And Aries, if you go to Cafe Astrology, how to find what house it affects is very simple. I'll show you with my mighty wand. So here you are. You are always number one. Any sign, you start with you. Step 1, keep walking till the place you reach the eclipse. Step 1, step 2, step 3. There you go. You had to stop at number 3. So this is in your 3rd house. Okay, that's just a very, very super easy way to find out. Instead of like trying to figure out your chart and oh my God, what does it mean? Know your sun sign, walk from there. And for this reading, I forgot to say in the intro, I highly, highly recommend looking at sun, moon, and rising. And that's what's going to give you the whole picture. So for you, Aries, this affects your 3rd house. Actually, the 3rd house is the house of Gemini, or this house that Gemini sits in. So it's a very, as I said in the intro, it is a time about communication. It is a time about, this is maybe starting a new course, your immediate neighbors, your siblings, your immediate colleagues, teammates. Communication with any of those is what's going to matter at this time. So watch out for surprises. Watch out also not to be too temperamental when communicating. So just communication needs to be really, really balanced at this point in time. That's the main thing for you. Again, as I said, you may be with the 3rd house. All of a sudden, you may get inspired to start a new course. Anything new with communication or course or learning, any learning experiences would be very, very conducive for you. And the energy gets started the week before, week after, but will last you for 6 months, okay, for some of you. So it's all about the logical mind, about communication, about transportation. So let's get you a Moonology card to start with, and then we'll do a mini tarot. All right. We have You Are Good Enough, full moon in Virgo. So that's your main Moonology message. So if at this time, if you've been feeling underconfident or just not feeling yourself or feeling that you're lacking in any area, this is just a confirmation that you have to step up and believe that you are good enough. Where do I put this? With the astrology chart, I have a bit of a less space. Okay, I'm going to put this right here. Okay. There you go. So you are good enough. That's a very, very important message of self-power, self-belief for some of you. Okay, so let's do this. Sorry, a few cards sticking behind. We're going to do a 5-card spread. Let's look at where you're at whenever you're seeing this reading. Again, the energy lasts for 6 months. So we'll do where you're at, what you're being called to leave behind, and what you're being called to lean into. So this is your current energy. Okay, what you want to leave behind. Okay, and what you want to go toward. Or lean into, if you want to call that. Okay, we'll take a look at those. I want to do, okay. Let's first get you, these are just, this is again from the deck. What I've done is I've taken out the major arcanas. So we want to see what is the major energy that will benefit you the most around this eclipse. So what is the one major energy for my beautiful Aries that's going to help them? We have truth. That's the Judgment card. Okay, so again, going back to communication, right? Keep tying everything to the 3rd house, everything to the house of communication and siblings and day-to-day interactions. This is what's going to help you tremendously at this time to have a very balanced approach, a give and take. 2 is all about balance, and this is the Judgment energy. So balancing the scales, okay? Don't go into any conversation with a solid pro or a solid con. That's what this means, is like you gotta weigh. You're gonna have to be, you'll have to look at both sides of the picture. If you can lean into that energy, it's going to be highly, highly beneficial for you. Okay. All right. So let's see where you're at. You're the Empress. Wow. Look at you, Aries. Well, the major arcana for you is Emperor, but we'll take the Empress. Hey, I love this energy for you. So you may actually be feeling really good at this time. I really like this energy. It's all about being very fertile, very productive, very confident, and in a sort of a manifesting energy where you're attracting things to you. So maybe you've already left a few things behind, but I do want to take a look at what those are. So stay in this energy. If nothing else, stay in these two energies of feeling like the Empress. It's not gender specific. It's all about stepping into your power. You are good enough. Look at the story. I love in tarot and when Spirit does this. Okay, you're good enough. Stay in this energy and make sure you are being completely balanced in your approach and not being biased. Watch out for your unconscious biases at this time, and that's going to really help you take advantage of this new moon. So what you're being called to leave behind, we have the Four of Cups and we have the Six of Wands. Okay. Very interesting energies. So, okay, I'll start with the Six of Wands here. Remember, we want to tie everything back to the house it relates to. So third house, immediate people around you. Six of Wands and Four of Cups kind of talk to me a little bit about wanting or craving almost recognition from your peers, from your immediate family, from your friends circle even, and from your colleagues. Okay, so and then Four of Cups is like being in that energy of feeling bored and just feeling nothing is going on, right? So what this energy is really telling us is like, let that go. Forget about the recognition from others. Forget about, and this is specifically, you know, Six of Wands talks about recognition at work, but because it's the third house, it can be siblings and family as well. It is not your job to change other people and to make them value you. You gotta value yourself because you are good enough. This card is really, really jumping out to me. Okay, so you gotta value yourself, believe in that. Let that notion go if you feel that you've been putting a lot of value into how others recognize you. Okay, you need to recognize yourself. That's what it's saying. And stop feeling that things are not falling into place. Just stop waiting on things and start being. That's what the Empress energy is, right? So leave the boredom behind, leave the dissatisfaction. This is also a card of dissatisfaction behind around your immediate circle. If they do not recognize your worth, that's fine. That's their loss. Okay, step into your Empress energy and what you want to lean into. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Four of Wands and Seven of Pentacles. So this is all, again, talking about Four of Wands is a solid foundation. This is the 11-11 card. This is about coming into true alignment. Happy home family card. This is stability. This is very, very solid foundation. So as you come into this Empress and this truth or judgment energy, you are able to feel very, very stable, very grounded, very secure. And you know, the Seven of Pentacles really talks about the more you stay in the Empress energy, the more quicker your rewards will arrive. Now, Seven of Pentacles is not a fast energy. Okay, this is an energy where we contemplate and we review what we've done. So there can be a little bit of wait and patience, but the more you step into your own value, into your own worth, the quicker you're able to create this solid foundation and feel very, very secure, and also start reaping the rewards and enjoying whatever you have worked for. So a really, really beautiful energy. I like this, but try to see how this influences your immediate people around you. And that's how this new moon is going to really see you through and help you build solid foundations and long-term impact of whatever you do, building the foundation. And another deck, actually, a lot of time, the Seven of Pentacles is also about staying close knit with your group. So with the third house, that could be this is coming into a very tight knit group over the next 6 months and building very, very close relationships that will be stable and steady over time. So those are the energies I'm seeing for you, Aries. You know, drop me a comment, like, comment, share. Let me know what you think about it. And with that, I'm going to move on to the next sign. Hello, my lovely Taurus. This is for you, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And for this reading, I would highly recommend watch all three, Sun, Moon, and Rising, as it's a new moon eclipse, solar eclipse. So big energies. So to get a full picture, you want to look at all three, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So I've got my handy dandy wand here. What we're going to do is we're going to look at the wheel, and I'll show you how to find which house this affects you. Even if you don't have your natal chart, does not matter. So if you think of Taurus, if Taurus is your Sun, Moon, or Rising, we start at Taurus and we start skipping ahead counterclockwise till we reach Gemini, where this energy is happening. So if you can follow it, you are right here. That's Taurus. You are number one. Start with yourself. 1, 2. So the second hop, we have all this energy in Gemini. So this is happening in your second house. That's how we find out where the energies are happening. Okay. So second house is all about money. I love this energy for you, Taurus. This is about your resources, your value systems, but with the way this energy is showing up with the Sun, Moon, North Node, all those three, this is like North Node is again leaning forward into a purpose. It is all talking about a possible increment in your income and the story. So again, this is like probably, if you want to think about it, this is something that's gonna last you a longer time. You're definitely coming into a new source of income. That's what the second house means. And because we have like Saturn right over here in Aquarius, anything that it influences generally lasts a bit longer. So it's a long-term thing. I don't know, could be a like a bonus, could be a new job, a new contract, any of those areas. Okay, so that's what the second house is for you, Taurus. That is beautiful. So let's get you started with a Moonology card with one message. What does Spirit want to tell us for Taurus? A time to give rather than take. Interesting. New moon in Virgo. So this energy is pretty much about, again, this is resourcing, right? We're talking about income, money, increases in your personal resources. So the more generous you are with your time and your money and your resources and your energy, the more rewards you're going to reap, because this is similar to the Six of Pentacles in tarot. So that's the energy I'm picking up here. Is like, whatever you give out tenfold is going to come back to you. So this is a time to give rather than take, and again, be in a very generosity energy, and also in an energy of what would you say, gratitude. That's going to be very important for you. So let's see what big changes we have. We're going to look at your current energy, what you're being called to leave behind, and what you're being called to lead into or lean into. Again, this energy you may get, okay, this is where you are. This is your current energy. You may start feeling this the week before, the week after when I post this, but know that this could last up to 6 months. Oh, your cards are just opening up, so we'll take them. You've been putting them face down usually. So let's see. This is what you're leaving behind. This is what you're being called to step into. Okay. And before we actually get into these, let's get your major arcana energy, just seeing what energy is going to help you the most. What's the major arcana that is most helpful to you at this time? All right, look at that. We have Destiny, the Wheel of Fortune. I'm telling you, this is your money house, money sector. You have the Wheel of Fortune. This is all about faith. This is about karma coming back. The more you give, the more you're going to get. A time to give rather than take. This is amazing. This is amazing how the storyline turns out. Keep putting out good karma. Keep your circle positive. Stay generous and kind in your energy. And this is also an indication of this may lead into a complete new beginning. Know that if you felt very tired and slow for this to be coming, now that wheel is turning. Okay, this is destiny. The time has come. Your wheel is going to start moving forward, and you'll start seeing more progress in the second house if you felt blocked so far. Ending of old cycles and beginning of new. So have faith. This is your destiny. You're coming into it, but keep the circle of karma positive, and you'll reap the rewards. And give than take. Definitely things are going to start coming your way much faster. Okay, so where you're at currently, you have this oh my god, this makes total sense. Four of Pentacles is usually an energy of a little bit of lack. It's not like the Five of Pentacles where we feel really out in the cold, but this is about holding. Okay, we're like grabbing on to our resources, holding them close to our chest. Like if you look at the Pentacles, they're all like secure in a box, right? We're kind of holding on to them. And that is an energy of feeling we don't have enough, or feeling, really watching our spending. That could be one of them, a message for some of you. Again, times have been difficult with the pandemic. If you're somebody who has not had a long-term job, money could have been tight, right? So that's your current energies. Like it feels like resources have been tight. And this can be a better thing with the second house coming up here. So this new moon is really going to help open up your destined path when it comes to money. What you're being called to move away from, we have the Four of Wands, and then we have Judgment. Oh, wow. Oh, this is very, very interesting to me. So in the past, and this is like probably for a few of you, if you felt things have not been fair, right? Judgment is all about ruling and court cases and any type of decision. You may have felt that it didn't go in your favor. And again, tied back to the second house. Was it a job? Was it a promotion that you did not get and you felt off kilter and you felt tight on money? Was it, let's say, a separation or a contractual obligation that you got out of that kind of moved your foundation and made it unstable a little bit and made you felt a little tight on resources? Fill in the blanks, apply, right? Was it a relationship? Was it a job? Anything that was happening in the past that you may have felt was not fair or was not in your favor from your perspective. Okay, your perspective. There are always two sides of the story, and the universe, looks at it extremely objectively. That you're being called to leave behind. It's okay. That was not the time. It was not your time at that time. Now the wheel is turning in your favor. So let's lean into the near future energy and let this be in the past. Okay, this is really, really important. Also 4-4 here. Fours are, if you see repeating fours, it's all about your angels are around you and really supporting you and protecting you and guiding you at this moment. So have faith, lean into that energy. So let's see what's coming in, what you want to lean into. You have the Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. Look at that. So Knight of Pentacles is the surest knight in the deck. He may be the slowest. Okay, so this usually talks about opportunities or messages, or mostly opportunities, especially with the second house. Income sources, right? This could be investments that may be growing now. Again, this can also relate to your stock market or any other investments that you may have made. This is like it's been a slow climb, but it is coming. It is definitely coming. That's what this says. And look at that, Ace of Wands. This is, again, with the second house, definitely some new sources of income are coming. Open up to them. Be open to this energy and lean into generosity. Open your heart. Do some if you want to do some heart chakra guided meditations, there are many on YouTube that are free. Just put them on, put it in your earphones, sleep. You don't have to stay awake from them. Kind of go for those type of sleep guided meditations that will help open your heart. The more you open your heart, the more you'll be able to recognize these opportunities and look at these new starts coming your way. So know that this is your time. the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor, and it's definitely going to influence very, very positively your second house, which is money, 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 moolah, baby. Okay. All right. Those are the messages I have for you, Taurus. Drop me a like, hashtag claim it, and I will see you next time around, or in your moon and rising. Okay. All right. Hello, my lovely Geminis. This is happening all in your house. You see right here, this is Gemini. All this energy is sitting in your house. I think the only downside for you guys, so this is, again, it's called the first house. Okay, you're number one. The only downside is actually Mercury being retrograde, so that's your ruling planet. It means that communication may be a little confusing, so read all your contracts before you sign anything. That's the main thing for you, but this is sitting in your first house, and I was just telling the other signs how to find it, where this energy affects you. Please make sure to watch Sun, Moon, Rising, and this is a major new moon solar eclipse energy. You know, it's going to last for 6 months, so try to get a full picture by looking at all 3 of those. Generally, how you want to start is like you start with your place and you keep going counterclockwise till you reach the eclipse position. But for you, it is right here in the first house. Okay, so let's see, what is first house about? First house is all about identity. Okay, so this is a time where you may be going through some major transformations, or maybe coming into like some sort of realization that you're probably a very different person than how you were before. Okay, there's going to be some aha moments. It's almost like reinventing yourself, and you know, in any area. It can be something really big, it can be something really small, it doesn't matter. Something where you're lining up and making a few changes in your identity. Information is coming to you, it's becoming more clear to you. It's a very, very powerful time, and you're being called to really I think step out of your comfort zone with the North Node. And really pay attention to communication, which means not to be in our egoic place and not feel that we are right in every conversation. Be open to other people's ideas. That's going to be very, very important to you. And the more you open up to a very, let's say, a healthy, if you want to call it a healthy debate, or just a healthy discussion with somebody else, the more you realize how your perceptions have changed, and that is what's going to impact your own self-identity as well. All right, that was a lot of the channel messaging coming through for you. So this is big time for you, Gemini. Big energies over here. All right, so let's get you one Moonology card. What's the message for my beautiful Geminis? Where do I have Gemini? I think I have Gemini. Yeah, I have Gemini moon. Ooh, look at all the moon energy. Okay, so let's see. We have a new romantic cycle begins. Ooh la la. Okay. So, first house, this could be your identity is changing. You may no longer be single, or if you're in a tumultuous relationship, you may be getting into a new one, whatever that is. But the message that the Moonology deck wants to tell you is a new romantic cycle begins. All right, so keep your eyes out, keep all communications on. Know that even though it's retrograde, you may get some you know, some messages may get lost, so be open to it because we're talking about Mercury retrograde, so just be open to that. Again, take it as it fits, but again, it's a general message. Okay, big energies. Let's do that one more time. I'm seeing a lot of major arcanas here. Let's restart. Yes, we can tell, Gemini. A lot of energy in your sign. A lot of energy. And things may feel like they may need more alignment. You may have to, rearrange things. Rearrange things, recommunicate, reread the contracts. Please, at this time, electronics and contracts, in any shape or form, you may want to read them a few times. Okay, so let's do that one more time. Take two. This is so perfectly depicting the energy in Gemini. So, okay, this is where you're at currently. This is what you're being called to leave behind. You no longer spend your energy on. And then this area, this side is what you're being called to lean into. Okay. Before we look at those cards, let's get you a major arcana. What I've done is just taken out major arcanas from the deck so we can see what major energy will help you the most. What is the most beneficial energy for you around this new moon? Okay, Gemini, let's see what we have. Ooh, the universe. This is the world card. Oh my God. So this really represents endings and beginnings. This is the time. This is like the portal. You're walking through a new portal. Be open to change for real. With the first house, your identity may be changing. This is a time for powerful change. Step out of your comfort zone. Absolutely 100%. Be really, really open because you are changing something big. You're closing chapters. The universe talks about closing old chapters and beginning new. Endings and beginnings all at the same time. This is a whole new world for you. Okay, so as long as you keep that attitude, that mental attitude, and that energy within you to be open to receiving completely new things and new way of identifying yourself, the most benefits you're going to reap from this energy. Okay, so let's see where you're at. 3 of Cups. I love this. This is such a Gemini energy. This is like, okay, and currently you're happy. Okay, please stay happy. If nothing, if you ignore everything else, this is the identity probably you want to stick to, is being in a very happy energy, a joyous energy, trying to reconnect with friends and family. Again, hopefully wherever you are, I hope things are starting to open up a little bit again after the crazy pandemic lockdowns and whatnot. So you are ready. You're ready to mingle and have fun. And if you're single, definitely ready to go out and date new people. But this is kind of, again, every card is pretty much going to tie back to the first house energy. So take it that way. What you're being called to leave behind. Ooh, Queen of Swords and the Devil. Oh my God. This is why you have the world here. This is why you have the universe, my loves. Okay, what you're being asked to close out is self-limitation, self-limiting beliefs, self-doubt, feeling that you're tied down, that your identity depends on how others see you. That belief system is being killed. Close that chapter. Queen of Swords. This can be, again, other people, but also your style of communication. If you felt you've had to really be very cutthroat and direct with people in the past, know that that energy is getting out of your system, because now you're stepping into a much more joyous time. For others of you, this could literally be cutting out narcissistic people from your life. And again, look, this doesn't happen overnight, right? This can also be a time that around the new moon, a week before, a week after, you come to a very solid realization, very, very solid realization that you don't identify with those people or with those energies anymore, and you're done. Like, you will feel, and this is coming so strongly, this applies to you. You're going to feel just simply, you are done. That's how you're going to feel, like, I am done. I cannot feel this way. I cannot be around these people anymore. So closing those chapters. So this is for those of you when it applies to other people, definitely getting out of any narcissistic relationships here. People who've been very cunning to you, with you, you're just cutting them out. For others of you who have kind of going back to your identity, if you felt that you've not been able to express yourself in any way, shape, or form, and you've had to restrain yourself, restrict yourself, and follow, you know, whatever, let's say, tradition or culture or value system that you've been taught to, you may have fought that quite a bit, and now you're coming out of that energy. Okay. Whew, that's a big release, guys. Big release around this time. Beautiful. So focus on your joy, focus on what makes you happy, and that is what will get you through. That'll get you aligned with your true north, Ooh, I gotta take a breath. Wow. Okay, let's see. So what are we stepping into? Four of Cups. And then we, oh my God, the Fool. You see, you have the universe, the world, and the Fool. How beautiful is this reading? Okay, so two things here. You're going from the Three of Cups to the Four of Cups, which is good. It is progression, but also know that Four of Cups can sometimes be a very boring energy. You may feel bored. You may feel that there's no momentum. But for others, this can be expansion, that the joy is expanding. I think that's for fewer of you. But once you cut all this out, you know, there's a transition period, okay? When you close something, let's say you were trying to bring on some new energies, you have to cleanse out the space, right? Like things just keep moving. There's very big energies for you, Gemini. So when you clear all that out, it's almost like a detox, right? Then you need to settle down. You need your body and mind to kind of stabilize. That's what this is. And get ready for the frickin' Fool. Like, take the leap of faith. Have faith. Like, this is, if this isn't first house, I don't know what is. Like, this is absolutely the new you. You're going from the Devil energy to becoming the new you, focusing on your joy. Just be open and have faith that the divine is going to bring you the opportunity, or the you know, the doors are going to start opening for you. You know, rest, rejuvenate, spend some time with yourself, understand what you like and what you don't, and you are stepping into something new. This is definitely a new cycle for you, starting out over here. Wow, a new romantic cycle begins, definitely for some of you. So take it as it resonates, hashtag claim it, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in your next sign or my next reading. Take care. Hello, my lovelies. Now we're moving on to the sign of Cancer. So again, this is, as I said, energies will start opening a week before, a week after, but you'll feel the changes up until 6 months. Highly, highly recommend that you watch your sun, moon, and rising to get the full picture. Now, I have this chart over here. If you skip the intro, I'll just show you how to find, based on your sun, moon, rising, where this eclipse is sitting, what house it's sitting, and then you can just go it from there. You don't have to, like, if you don't have your own chart, doesn't matter. Okay, so here is a mighty wand coming and showing you where you are. This is the sign of Cancer. We always go counterclockwise. Okay, so step 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So Gemini, because this is Cancer is your first house, Gemini is just one behind, which is the 12th house. Okay, so this is happening in your 12th house. Now, what is 12th house all about? It's about spirituality. It's the house of psychology, psychological crisis, maybe. It's like almost like a, not an identity crisis, I would say. It's more about things unraveling, secrets coming out, you discovering things about yourself, you know, overcoming any psychological issues. This is also the house of therapy, of coaching, of consulting, anything psychology related. That's what this house is, but it's also about spirituality. This is also a house where you know, most people go into a hermit mode when they're going through this energy. So it's a very conducive time for now on through this next 6 months to really, for you to step into and lean into your spirituality if you're into that. Or again, as I said, amazing time for therapy or coaching or counseling. If that's something you've been wanting to do, this is going to really, really benefit you if you start getting into it right now. But that's what this house is all about. Okay, so let's get you a Moonology card to see what moon message we have for you. We're going to take that one. And we have time to breathe out. Wow, look at that. It's like as if release. There's definitely some sort of release as you step into your new, I would say, psychological strength. Okay, you're toughening up, you're breathing out the old patterns and kind of really, I think for some of you, this is a really, really spiritual time. Okay, you may be opening up to meditations, to astrology, to numerology, to tarot, Reiki, you know, any of the esoteric arts may be really calling to you at this time. Again, I would say, you know, don't be anxious, be curious. You know, if you're drawn to something, there's definitely something there for you to lean into that energy. But for others of you, you know, this may really be a time of like self-discovery. Okay, so let's see what your current energies are, what you're being called to leave behind, and what you're being called to lean into. I'm being very deliberate with my shuffling because the Gemini I did just before you, the cards went everywhere. Okay, there you go. This is where you're at. Wow, look at that. 10 of Pentacles. Let's just close it right here. Honestly, I don't want anything different. This is amazing energy. So let's see what you are being called to leave behind. And then let's see what you're being called to step into, like now through the remainder of the year. You know, it's going to last the next 6 months. Okay, we'll look into that. But before that, what we want to do is take a look at just the major arcana and see what major energy is benefiting you the most around this new moon. We'll take that. We have disruption, which is the Tower card in this deck. Again, this really talks about, as I said, 12th house. There will be, the 12th house is also called the house of undoing. Okay, undoing, you know, breathing out, ripping out things from our psyche that do not resonate with us anymore, that are not in our highest good anymore. So if you look at this artwork here, there are literally like different levels or layers, right? This is the foundation, then you work on the next level, then you work the next slab, the next level, the next level. So this, what's going to benefit you the most at this time and for the next 6 months with your, this is perfect for the 12th house energy. This is really talking about start evaluating things that don't resonate with you, things that you feel you're just doing because of some you know, legacy pattern or some expectation or some, you know, culturing or you know, thought process of school that you've been subscribed to voluntarily or involuntarily, right? We are always also conditioned in how we grow up. This is calling you to evaluate all of that and see, is that the right foundation for how you see yourself? If not, start taking off layer by layer by layer, start shedding these out and start with your solid foundation. That's going to help you the most at this time and will be the most beneficial for you with this energy. Okay, now some of you are already doing quite a bit of this work because we have the 10 of Pentacles right here. Very, very solid energy, very stable. It also, like for me, it looks like happiness as well, even though this is Pentacles, but there is stability in you, or you found your solid ground. That's how I'm looking at this energy. Money looks good, obviously. So let's see what you're being called to walk away from or leave in the past. You have the 2 of Cups, and then you have the 8 of Cups. Very interesting energies here. So 8 of Cups is definitely the same as the Tower, the same as take time to breathe out, and the same as 12th house. Again, anything that does not resonate with you, it is time to walk away from that. This is where you may be having a lot of you know, your internal intuitive hits, psychology. You may be getting a lot of nudges around that, things that you need to leave behind. Okay, so definitely if you feel that, start, as I said, start taking off the slices and the layers that don't resonate with you anymore. Now with the 2 of Cups, well, this is, I'm almost reading this because it's a past energy. I'm almost reading this as if you have not appreciated yourself, and if you've been looking at your worth from the aspect of another, that thinking you got to put away, right? So 2 of Cups is about, you know, being in love, you know, having a partner and really seeing our value through our partner. And that's what you got to leave behind. You got to make this yourself. You got to start believing in your true value and start loving yourself, and not use someone else's appreciation as your value. See how it just like flipped, literally flipped. That's what this is. So leave that notion behind. If you crave the value of another, and whoever it is. It could be a partner, it could be a family member, it could be work, it could be colleagues, as I said, friends, siblings, anybody. That is kind of holding you back, and you got to walk away from that and believe in your own true potential and your true worth, because you are lovable. Okay, so breathe out those things from your energy. What you've been called to step into, we have, ooh, this came out, I think, for Taurus or for Cancer, one of the other signs as well, exact same position. The more you open up, the more you slice away things that don't resonate with you, the quicker you get into the Knight of Pentacles and the Princess of Wands energy. So again, this is the surest knight in the deck, slow and steady, but always wins, always brings a solid offer. Princess of Wands is rising into our creativity, rising into what is our true self, what inspires us. So tying it back to the 12th house and with the disruption here, what you're being called to do with this energy right now is take time, meditate, evaluate what you need to cut out, be it people, habits, lifestyle, jobs, whatever. If you've been using those as a lever of value, take that out, and then really slowly start discovering your self-worth, self-love, work on your own psyche, seek guidance if that's what helps you, start studying things that inspire you so you can get into the state of opening up to opportunities that'll not only bring more stability to your life, but also bring more passion. The Princess of Wands is the Page of Wands, okay? So it really talks about new spark, new inspiration, that new energy is coming to you. But the new doesn't work if we put it, just like layer it on top of something very, very old and shaky, right? So that's what you're being called to do at this time. It's like, leave what doesn't resonate behind. You know it. With the 12th house energies, you already know what this is. Get ready to leave that behind, freshen up, and open up to new possibilities. Okay, so those are the messages I have for you, beautiful, beautiful Cancers. I'll move on to the next sign, and I'll see you in your sun, moon, rising, or the next video. Hashtag claim it. Take care. Hello, my beautiful Leos. This is your part of the reading. Again, we are going to look at which house does it impact for you, and the way we do it here. And again, you can get this chart from Cafe Astrology. Find your sign and go counterclockwise till you reach Gemini. That's how you know which house it affects. So you're right. Oops, let's see if I can use it. Right here. You go around, so you are always number 1. You're step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and you come to 11. This is where all the energies, big energies, are happening in your 11th house. Actually, this is a very, very fun one. I'll tell you, Leo, this is a social energy. Okay, this is a social house. It's a long-term, I would say, plans. It's about pursuing your dreams, any of those things. Okay, so big picture, it's the Aquarius house. It's very fun and expansive. Okay, I think you're really going to enjoy this time because from now on, again, you'll realize this a week before, a week after, but it's going to extend for the next 6 months. Do watch your sun, moon, rising to get the full picture, because these energies are really, really big. But this is the time where you literally will start dreaming and start thinking, do you want to travel? What type of friends do you want to build? What type of community you want to engage in? What are your dreams? Okay, it's also unconventional. Okay, so what do you want to do? It's very, very fun and social energy for you, Leos. All right, so let's get you a Moonology card to start with. Then we'll do a mini tarot, 5 cards, and then get you the energy that's helping you the most. So, ooh, look at this. The energy is gaining momentum. I'm telling you, I'm sensing a lot of expansion for you, especially with the 11th house. This is time for fun. This is your energy. You will enjoy this. Leos are really, really fun-loving. They have the best hearts. They're very creative and also very childlike energy. You know, the sun card, if you want to think about that, that represents you. So this is the time. Start enjoying. The energy is really gaining momentum. Isn't that awesome? All right, so let's see what we have, what tarot wants to tell us. We're going to start with what is your current energy. This is your current energy, what we're being called to leave behind or end, close out, what chapters, and then lean into what energies. There we go. Will be the five cards. And then what I've been doing is getting a major arcana just to see what major energy is going to benefit you the most at this time. What will be the most beneficial to take advantage of these new moon solar eclipse energies in Gemini in your 11th house? We have patience. Wow. Okay, this is going to be a little bit challenging, I have to be honest. Because with the 11th house energy, which is all about expansion, you may feel a little bit frustrated because of all, you know, the pandemic and the energies that we've been in, or you may have felt really frustrated up until now. This is, again, just saying the energies are opening up. Please be patient. This is going to really help you just like manage your energies and those around you. For example, this could be you may be ready for something, but your friends are not, you know, and this is a social energy. So that could be a little frustrating at times. For some people, vaccination may be an issue. Again, take it as it applies, but the biggest thing that's going to help you at this time is to be patient. And Leos are really fun and they're really full of energy and ready to go. So this may be a bit of a challenge, but again, this is what tarot is here to tell us, like, take advantage of this big energy with, you know, powerful changes coming. If you be patient with it and if you really handle it, this is going to really benefit your 11th house and your social aspects. Okay, all right, so let's see where you're currently at. You are at the 4 of Wands, so probably been home. I feel you've been home, you've been working on your stability, just focusing on your foundations. This is also almost like powering through, but you're ready for celebrations, because 4 of Wands is also a celebration. It's a wedding card, it's a, you know, party card. Basically social celebrations, that's what this represents. It's also 1111, which is coming into alignment, stepping through the portal of alignment. Okay, but overall this is an energy of celebration and happy home family energy over here. Okay, also for some of you, this could literally be a wedding, or you may be attending a wedding. This is the marriage card, or the minor arcana of marriage cards. That's the current energy. Let's see what we're being called to leave behind. We have the 2 of Pentacles, so ups and downs, and then the Ace of Cups. Okay, so this could be, again, as I said, patience is coming through over here. You may have felt that you've been waiting for the right opportunity for the longest time. With the Ace of Cups being here, you've been waiting, and whatever you've been dreaming about, you've not been able to pursue it. Tying back to the 11th house. 11th house is about our dreams, or pursuing our long-term plans, even travel. This could represent something that you love to do. If travel is something that you love to do, you've not been able to do it. It's been a lot of back and forth, so you're coming out of that energy. And for some of you, it could be like having to deal or handle a lot in our day-to-day life. Okay, work life, you know, if you have kids, it's like, you know, homeschooling and working from home, or if you're working from home, or if you're going into the office and still having kids at home. Like it may have been quite a bit, and that's what's coming to an end, and there is stability in the home and family arena for you. What this is opening up for you. So thank you for being patient. That's the end. That's literally, I'm getting that sentence from Spirit. Is like, thank you for being patient. Thank you for your patience. What you're coming into, look at this. You have the Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor. Wow. Okay, I'll just speak to the cards first, and then I'll say what I see with the 11th house. First of all, you're really coming into a very stable, elevated state. The Queen of Pentacles is very generous, but she attracts abundance to herself, again, to themselves. It's not gender specific. They operate from the heart chakra. They take care of themselves and those around them. So this is like the CFO of the home. Okay, that's what the Queen of Pentacles energy is, so coming into that elevated state. Like from 2 of Pentacles, you jump to the Queen of Pentacles. And then you have the Emperor. Emperor is the king of all kings, right? He is all four kings combined into one. You have all the elements to rule your life, to govern your life any way you want, and be the leader for yourself and those around you. Now, extending this to the 11th house, this applies that you could take some sort of community leadership role. And again, take community as you see fit. Where 11th house is Aquarius, it's also about bringing different perspectives together and finding the middle way in a way that it's going to serve everybody, right? So you may be coming into a friend circle where they may have differing opinions between them. You could be an excellent moderator and leader to growing them and bringing them together. That's what I'm getting from some of you. But overall, again, be patient, because you're coming out of this not being able to chase your dreams, having juggled too much and focusing only on the stability and just making it through, two very powerful, abundant energies, and that of leadership and being able to lead your life and lead and take charge of your dreams, as long as you tread a little bit more with patience, okay? Energies are really, really opening. The energy is gaining momentum. It's really opening up for you. Wow, fantastic. All right, those are the messages I have for you. Hashtag claim it if you want these. And don't forget to watch your moon and rising. I'll see you next time around. Bye. Hello, my lovelies. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Please, I'm recommending for this reading, watch all three, Sun, Moon, and Rising, because these are major solar eclipse energies, okay? And they're going to last for the next 6 months. So Virgo, this is for you, and I'll just show you on the chart to, it's my left, might be your right. I think it mirrors. So the chart, this is from Astro, oh my God, Cafe Astrology. What you literally do is, like for now, we're doing Virgo, which is right here, right? You go counterclockwise till you reach Gemini, and you are number one always. You start with yourself. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Gemini is actually your 10th house. Oh my God, cha-ching. Those are the two words, or one word I want to say for you guys. Virgo, this is an amazing, amazing energy for you. So this is affecting your 10th house. And 10th house is all about your status, your public standing, your reputation, your career. You know, what is your, what is your profession? What do you stand out in society as? It's your public image. That's what this is. This is career. So what this would mean probably for some of you, you may either a week before, a week after, start seeing some information about a sudden increase in your income, which means, you know, it could be a promotion. It could be just, you know, going up the ladder, because you also have, let me look at where the Saturn is in your 6th, I believe. Let me see. Yes, 7, 6 going back. So Saturn is in your 6th house. That is daily, day-to-day job. That is day-to-day routine. So, and Saturn brings long-term success, okay? Even though it's in retrograde, but it always talks about long-term success. So 10th house, money, career, reputation, social standing. Wow, Virgo, yes. We like this. We like this energy for you. So don't forget to look at your moon and rising too, because I think that's going to be very, very interesting for you guys. So let's get you a Moonology card to begin with. Okay. We have, it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. So, as I said, the last year or whenever, you know, again, pandemic, even this year, you may have felt that the energies are really, really slow. It may have been frustrating, but with this energy, the gates are opening up for you. So it is time to release any negativity. Step into the positive. Again, the more you operate from a positive vibration, the better you're going to attract positive things to you. And yes, we all want positive things when it comes to our 10th house, our career, our moolah baby. So let's step into that, okay? So let's see what your current energies are, what you're being called to leave behind, and what you're being called to step into. So current energy. leave behind, step into, and step into. Okay. Okay, and then before we look at the cards, let's get you a major arcana energy. This is kind of my intention, is to see what major energy is going to benefit you the most. It's going to help you make use of these energies to the fullest. So for my beautiful Virgos, what is the major arcana energy? We have balance. Ooh, number 11. Number 11 is all about alignment. Okay, stepping into our true north. So balance, which is the justice card. And this is really talking about being open at this time. Again, as it says, it's time to release negativity. For me, you know, the message I'm really getting at this time is honor and trust the process. Okay, even if you felt things have not been fair in the past, approach it with a very balanced energy. Okay, go in very temperate, go in very, very balanced. There will be justice. Okay, in this deck, it's about justice. That's what the balance represents here. There will be justice. Things are going to balance out. They're going to even out for you. You will get your due. Okay, whatever is due to you, that is coming to you. At this time, the gates are opening up. So let's see where you're at. We have the Seven of Pentacles. See, that's the energy I'm getting. Kind of contemplating, evaluating where I'm at. You know, is it worth staying or should I leave? And again, I'm tying everything to the 10th house energy. I put in so much effort into this job. I don't get the recognition. So that's the current energy that I'm picking up on. This is all about contemplation, staying or leaving. Have I done enough? Is it worth for me to continue watering this plant or not? So what you're being called to leave behind is the Seven of Swords. See, we got two sevens and the Seven of, oh wow. Oh wow. Seven of Wands, Seven of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. Sidebar, you have three sevens. This happened, I think, in Scorpio monthly reading. So also like go and check your monthlies for June that I posted maybe last week, I believe. 777 is jackpot generally. Okay, you remember the slot machines? This is 777. So luck is turning. Luck is definitely turning for you. That's just like a sidebar, or I would say a cover statement over everything. But what you're being called to is leave behind Seven of Wands, Seven of Swords. This is stop feeling that you have to be defensive all the time. Stop feeling that you have to hold your ground and answer to people who don't understand your point of view. Stop treading too carefully. The Seven of, again, both these are very, very defensive energy. And they kind of come from, you know, again, look at these three. Look at all of these sevens. It comes from when we've been holding our ground too long, right? We've been working really hard. I've been trying to prove our worth. We've been trying to like stay a couple of steps ahead of everybody else. But still, we're treading carefully. We feel like we are being stabbed in the back. All the information is not being shared with us. And that's why we're contemplating whether it's worth staying or leaving, all right? So that's that feeling, that energy is, oh, that negativity. I love this. I love when Spirit does this. That negativity needs to be released at this time. So let the past be in the past. It doesn't exist anymore. That's what you need to realize. So let's see what we're stepping into. We are stepping into Eight of Cups and into Six of Cups. Very, very interesting. So let's tie it again back to the 10th house energy. Eight of Cups is literally an open invitation. So if you feel that things are extremely, extremely bad and they're just not resonating with you anymore, you have to walk away from that. Okay, so some of you, this could be a big change. This could be a brand new job coming your way. And with this energy, you'll be like, yep, I'm out. I quit. I'm taking the new opportunity. Again, for everybody, I do not recommend quitting your job unless you find something to leap toward, okay? You know, we're not runners, we're not quitters. We are very methodical, we are logical, very wise. But again, it's free will, okay? That's just like, some of you need to hear that, so I'm saying it. So you're stepping into, this is a very courageous energy, knowing your worth and going after the missing 2 cups. It's like funny, this looks like the 2, but it's actually 6 of cups. So what are the 2 main things that have not been fulfilled in your current position? That's what you're being called to look for and leap toward, okay? And then what you have coming up is the 6 of cups. The 6 of cups is a happy reunion. This can be either coming into connection with older colleagues that you worked with before, or friends, family, or actually finding your joy. When it's our self card, it really talks about feeling like a child again, and that comes from feeling passionate, excited, creative about our work, right? If you feel it's a very mundane job and your creativity is kind of fizzled out, you are not operating from a 6 of cups energy, right? So that's what you're stepping into, whether you see it right now or not. You may be in a little bit of a holdout pattern with the 7 of Pentacles, but know that there will be balance. Things are going to balance out. 1111 is a card of alignment, and there will be justice, and you'll come into these energies where opportunities open up. Could be a promotion. This could literally be you standing up and asking for a promotion. It's possible. But again, know that this time, if you are suddenly taking a new job, highly recommend reread the contract a few times, because Mercury is in retrograde, or read any offers or any promotions, anything. Like just review the contract with the 10th house and with the Mercury in retrograde for sure. But that's what you're getting into. You're going to feel so happy. You're going to have happy people around you, happy peers, happy colleagues, happy bosses, but also you'll have a major creative burst that's going to help elevate your 10th house or your public reputation. All right. Those are the energies I have for you, Virgo. Hashtag claim it. Watch your moon or rising, and I'll see you next time around. Bye for now. Hi, my beautiful Libras. This part of the reading is for you. Okay, so we'll show you how to find which house this energy is happening for you. You find your sign, which is right here, and you go counterclockwise till you reach Gemini. So yeah, we are step 1. Again, numero uno, you're number 1. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, when we come to Gemini, we reach number 9. So this energy is happening in your 9th house. That's all you need. That's how you need to do it. Do it again for your moon and your rising. If you don't have your natal chart, it's very, very simple. And I got this from Cafe Astrology. So I'd just like to share some tips and tricks, like how I find doing this myself. Okay, so 9th house. What is the 9th house about? 9th house is about, so it's a very creative house. It's about expansion, about wisdom, philosophy. Okay, it's global, it's big, it's expansive. It can lead to travel. So for some of you, this could be immigration, maybe opening up for you. Visas maybe opening up for you. But overall, this is again kind of expansion, higher mind, philosophy, your belief systems. You may actually be really drawn to spiritual topics or different cultures, anything like that. All that is what sits in the 9th house. Okay, so let's see, let's get you a moonology message before we get into your tarot. Oh, that was an interesting cut. Okay, let's see. We have luck is on your side. Luck is on your side. Oh my God, this is beautiful energy. So again, you may start feeling this a week before, a week after, but these energies are going to last for about 6 months. So please make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising to get the full picture. So 9th house for Libra. Let's see what we have. Let's see what tarot has to tell us. Let's look at where you're at, what you're being asked to leave behind, and then what you're being asked to lean into, or what you're coming into. Okay, with this energy, that does not look lined up at all. Okay, there you go. I feel better now. Okay, and before we look at these cards, I want to get you a major arcana energy. These are just the major arcanas to see what main energy is going to benefit you the most to take advantage of this powerful new moon eclipse. We have light. Ooh, this is beautiful. So you have the sun, okay? Light represents sun. 19 adds up to a 2. So it's a duality coming into balance. Everything is coming into balance for you. Things are coming to light. If you felt things have been a little confusing and, you know, they've been in the dark, everything is becoming bright and shiny and beautiful and lucky. Luck is on your side. There is expansion. There is growth. 9th house is also yellow. Look at that. It is all about expansion. This is also being joyous. If there are children involved, I think let's just see where your Saturn is in. I'm just trying to look over here. That would be your 5th house. 5th house is about creativity, kids, all the fun stuff. Okay, so this is a time for fun things. Kids may be playing an important role in your life, or you may be looking to expand your family and or adopt kids or adopt animals, pets, anything like that, but that's coming through. So how this is going to benefit you is like stay positive. The sun is the happiest card in tarot, okay? And it really calls on us to like be very, very optimistic and positive. And the more we vibrate in that energy, the more positive things we'll attract. Luck is going to start coming to you, okay? Where is Jupiter? I'm trying to see. In Pisces, so okay, it's pretty good. Okay, all right, let's see where you're at. Temperance. Wow, so you're in a very balanced state of mind already, Libra. Like, you're very, very balanced. It's almost, I know this is Sagittarius energy, but it talks about you kind of coming into a very natural balance. So if anything, stay in this energy, you know, be positive and luck will be on your side. Just keep doing what you're doing. This is gonna work, all right? But for those of you who are curious, let's see what you're being called to leave behind. We have the Fool, and then we have the Sun? Oh my goodness, this is very, very interesting. Okay, so here's what I'm getting for you guys. If you have been waiting, and you've been waiting, and you've been waiting, and you've been waiting for 9th house, and this is again expansion, wisdom, knowledge, travel, long distance travel for some of you. If you've been waiting for those opportunities and they have not come, and you felt, so think of them almost like in reverse, okay? The time is coming now, so you no longer feel blocked from starting a new journey, from being happy and fulfilled. That is all coming into balance at the current time. This is so remarkable. But anyway, you've got 2 suns in your reading, guys. Star Wars fans? Anybody? Or was it 2 moons? Whatever. We'll take 2 suns. That was totally wrong over there. But what I'm feeling is the wait is over. You have really maintained your faith. You've been really optimistic, but things have not progressed so far. But currently you are kind of like, you know, if you were doing meditation, some of you, it's really working for you. But with your persistence, you are in the energy of where things are really lining up. So I'm really curious to see what's here now in the near future or coming into. You have the Queen of Swords and the 6 of Cups. This came up for the sign right before you as well, Virgo, I think, in the same spot, or maybe another sign. So you may have some Virgo in your chart. So what you're really coming into, this is such a powerful energy with Queen of Swords, is like, see how she's like holding up her hand? Let me show you this card. She's like, nuh-uh, I'm done. So this is stepping into your power. The more balanced you are, the more optimistic you are, and the more you know your true north and your wisdom and what your mind and your intuition tells you, the stronger you stand in your power and the stronger energy you have to cut out the bullshit, okay? This queen does not take any of that. She's very good at keeping her boundaries and cutting out what doesn't resonate with her and really focusing on her intuition and what she wants to build. So really, really powerful energies over here. And by doing that, you'll be able to really honor your inner child and also welcome like-minded energies, like-minded people into your circle. Six of Cups is either reunion or actually coming into a new soulmate, and I mean plural, soulmates. Okay, so this is a group of people, a community that you may be coming into connection with because you've been so clear on what you want to build, what you want to attract. And this could be like a new spiritual group or a new philosophical group, or maybe higher studies. This could literally be, if you're starting a new course, this could be people in that course with you who all think alike, all on the same frequency. That's what you're attracting in the near future. And because you're so powerful, your luck is really going to turn. Wow. And there are 2 suns, guys. I mean, come on, 2 suns in a reading. That's just fabulous. So that's where I see expansion happening for you in your 9th house, Libra. So hashtag claim it, drop me a comment below, and remember to watch your moon and rising. I'll see you next time around. Bye. Hello, my lovelies. So this is for the sign of Scorpio. Let's see where we're at. So I'm going to just show you on the wheel, on the right or left, whatever side of the screen it is. I think it's mirrored image, but you can go to cafeastrology.com. You don't need your natal chart. All you need to know is your sun, moon, or rising. And if Scorpio is one of them, you find the sign and you walk counterclockwise till you reach Gemini. Okay, so you're right here. So you're number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, this is Gemini right here. So Gemini, this new moon solar eclipse is happening in your 8th house. Fun fact, 8th house is ruled by a Scorpio in the astrological chart, right? So it is your house to some extent. So this is again, the 8th house is all about death, taxes, other people's money, partnership money, money from institutions, banks, employers. So definitely like on the money front, it talks about money coming in from sources kind of other than your primary income. Okay, so it's not your 2nd or your 10th. The 8th house is really about, this could be through partnerships. So if you're in, a partnership, this could be your partner's money coming in. Maybe they're coming into some sort of abundance, or this could be a bonus. If it's for you, this is not your salary. It could be a bonus or a commission that comes in. What else could this be? This could be like mortgages. Okay, that's a big one for the 8th house, especially looking at where you have, I'm trying to look in the chart over here. No, let's see, 4th house. Yeah, so this could definitely be for some of you, money coming in, or your mortgage or your loan getting approved for a mortgage, or you're getting some sort of bonus or loan that you'll put towards your home. So home is important, money coming is important, but also for some of you, this could be a house of resurrection, right? Undoing things that don't resonate with us anymore, and finding our true north, stepping out of our comfort zone and getting into that identity. That could be pretty front and center for a few of you. But overall, taxes, some of you may be getting tax refunds if you are in the US, or you may have gotten tax refunds already, or you may surprise money, like something coming like that. So let's get you a Moonology card that flipped out. Let's see what we have. You are very close to achieving your goal. Ta-da! Okay, so that's your confirmation right there, Scorpio. You're very close to achieving your goal, whatever area that applies to. We are going to get into tarot and get you a current energy, what you're being called to leave in the past, and what doors are opening, what you're being called to step into. So current energy, okay. Flipped over. I've been keeping them face down for the other signs, but a couple of signs they flip over. So this is what you're being called to leave behind, and this is what you're being called to step into. Okay, we're gonna take a look at these, but first Let's get a major arcana energy for you. I've been using this to see what energy is going to benefit you the most. So Scorpio, Spirit, what major energy is going to help them benefit the most from this new moon eclipse energy? We have disruption, the Tower. All right. Oh my God. 8th house is also, as I said, undoing. This is undoing the old self and resurrecting. It represents the death card. The 8th house represents death card in tarot. And with the Tower or the disruption coming out, this is again, I don't remember now which other sign got this, but this is again, you're being called to strip away the layers that don't resonate with you anymore and go back to the basics and start building on your foundation. Okay, now your current energy, and again, if this is something that you've already been thinking about, that you've been foreseeing it's going to come forward, then you're very close to achieving your goal, as we saw here. But for others of you, you may start coming into a realization that you have to make this change. Okay, this type of change doesn't happen overnight, but yes, the nudges start coming all of a sudden out of the blue. So just step into the power, you know, be honest and open, and kind of look at the areas that need to change. This could be something as simple as changing a diet, okay, a lifestyle, a new fitness routine, or anything of that. But because it's with the 8th house, it is literally about total transformation that we're talking about here, okay? As you're very close to that. And that's what's going to help you the most to take advantage of this one, okay? Now, currently you are in the Queen of Pentacles energy. This is a very, very solid energy. You're very generous of your time, money, and your heart. Queen of Pentacles is somebody who attracts abundance, takes care of themselves and their friends and families and everybody around them. So a very, very generous energy, but one that attracts, okay? So very, very powerful energy. Let's see what you're being called to leave behind. Oh, nice. The Queen of Cups and the Moon. Yes, look at that. Okay, so the left side, how I've been seeing what you want to leave behind, you can also think of them as reversed cards, right? So if you've seen my readings, I don't do reversals, but I put intentions on the position of the cards, right? So what you're being asked to come out of is fear, anxiety, and over emotions, okay? So the Moon card, when it's, you know, we want to walk away from it, is because when this shows up, we are so fearful because we're constantly thinking about what if, what's going to happen if I did this. If you look at this card here, you know, we may have overinflated expectations of how deep something goes, but actually it doesn't. You know, that's more our perception. That's what I'm getting from this energy. So if you've been fearful in terms of self-transformation, this is the time to step away from that. Things are going to come to light. Things are not going to remain in dark anymore. This is the point to set your intentions to be in this Queen of Pentacles energy, to be in a very attracting frequency because you're very close. This one right here, Queen of Cups, really talks about not letting your emotions overpower you, right? So there's a lot of water. You're being called to walk out of the emotions. And again, you are a water sign, Scorpio, but this is saying don't let the emotions overpower you. Use the emotions to your benefit, but don't let them, and acknowledge them. You know, when we have these fears and, you know, sadness or emotions because we may not have achieved our goals or whatever that may be, you know, it's okay to acknowledge, but then not let them overpower us. So with the 8th house, anything where you've been sad or fearful about things getting approved, loans getting approved, or whether or not you're gonna, you know, get that inheritance that you've been waiting for, any of those things, you'll be called to leave the fears behind and rather step into the energy of getting ready to receive, but at a solid foundation, right? Having a very solid foundation. So let's see what you're being called to step into. I love this. The High Priestess and the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so the High Priestess is all about intuition. You have a lot of water here. And you are a water sign. So you have the Moon and you have the High Priestess. Honor your intuition. You already know with the 8th house, it's a very, very deep house. It's a house of undoing. you know what needs to change. You already know this in your heart of hearts that you have to change a few things. The more you honor that, the more you come into balance and much, much closer to your goals. So things are going to start balancing out, as below, above, so below. So you'll find this beautiful balance in your life where, you know, the more you put out, the more you receive. Again, with the Queen of Pentacles and with the 8th house, definitely money from external sources is coming in, and you probably know it. So be open to that. But also, this is for those of you where it's not about, you know, just monetary rewards. This is about almost a resurrection, I want to say, a reinvention and undoing of yourself and creating yourself from scratch. Scorpio, as I said, is the Death card as well, right? So some of you are really coming into that. Be open to it. The more you're open, the quicker you're going to achieve your goals. Okay, so those are the messages I'm getting for you, Scorpio. Hashtag claim it. Watch your moon and rising, and I'll see you next time around. Bye. Hello, my beautifuls. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Sagittarius. And for this reading, I'm really recommending you to watch Sun, Moon, and Rising, as this is eclipse energy and it's going to last 6 months. So how do we find where it affects us? You find your sign on the wheel and you start you as number 1 and go counterclockwise till you reach Gemini, as this energy is happening in Gemini. Okay, so you're up top here. You're number 1, step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so Gemini is 7 signs past your sign, so it's happening in your 7th house, and that's the magic. That's as simple as that. That's how you find where any big energies happen. You can find that on the wheel. Okay, so what is the 7th house about? 7th house is, again, it's, you know, it's a fun house. You are a fun sign, Sagittarius. This really is about partnerships. It's about marriage. It's about romance. You know, it's going to also be about clients. So basically, it is a very social house. It's a fun house. It's all about interactions, be it one-to-one, as in, you know, a your marriage or your spouse or your partner or girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, or one-to-many. Okay, can be teams, can be clients. I think for a lot of you it could be clients. So that's what the 7th house energy is about. All right, this we got for another sign as well, so maybe it's somewhere else in your placement, but that's what the 7th house is about. It's about relationships. It's a very social and fun house. Okay, so those are the energies that are opening up for you. I'm just trying to like look at my notes. There was something else for you, I remember. If it could also be paperwork for some of you. And I think your 4th house, let me just see. So yeah, it could be something for which you, if it's work related, you may have to travel away from home a little bit, but again, that would be very, very beneficial if that comes up. It's all going to be good because 7th house is a very positive and social house. So your Moonology messages, it's time to release negativity. So full moon in Scorpio. So if you've been feeling things have been restrictive, things have been frustrating, you just need to wash away that energy with this new moon. And again, you'll feel this like a week before, a week after. You may reach a point where it feels like you just want to break away from it. Okay, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing to have. So with this card coming out, you're really being you know, asked to wash away all of that negativity and just release it and open up to the expansive times that we have with this new moon. Okay, all right, so let's see what Tarot has to say. Let's look at your current energy, what you're being called to leave behind, and what you're being called to step into. So this is your current energy, what you're being called to leave behind, and what you're stepping into, or what you may want to step into. Remember, free will is the biggest of all. The biggest power that we have as humans is our free will. Okay, so let's see, before we turn over the cards, let's get you a major arcana. And these are just major arcanas that I'm using to see what's the main energy that you want to be in order to get the most benefits out of this new moon solar eclipse. Okay, so for the sign of Sagittarius, what do we have? We have transformation. Oh my God, the death card energy. I just did Scorpio right before you. So if you have any Scorpio in your chart, you may want to look at that as well. So what's going to benefit you the most at this point is being open to transformation. Release the negativity, that any negativity that you have in you, it's time to wash it away, and it's time to transform, completely come into balance. This adds up to a 4. 4 is about solid foundations. Okay, so really see where you need to transform. And again, 4 is also, let's say, 4th house for you, is also getting impacted by the energies. So you may be spending time away from home, but the more you operate from your true self, from your true north, the more beneficial it's going to be for you. The energies are very conducive for you to have a total transformation. For some of you, like your marriages and your relationship may be really transforming at this time, or even your client base. If you are in a work scenario where we deal with a lot of clients, our customers, or stakeholders, it's gonna completely transform. The next 6 months are completely gonna transform your experience. Okay, all right, so let's see where you're at. You're at the 8 of Swords, a feeling. Look at that, coming right under releasing negativity and the death energy. Feeling trapped. That's why I was picking up that energy. Maybe you felt, didn't I use the word for you, frustrated? Maybe currently you still have the feeling of feeling very frustrated and being stuck. Again, there's a macroeconomic global pandemic that's happening, so that may be a big factor in your situation. But it could also be feeling stuck with not moving forward with clients, not making success, or not having fruitful relationships or connections, one-to-one or one-to-many. It may have felt like the energies were really stuck socially for you. Okay, so let's see what you're being called to leave behind. We have the Magician and the 7 of Cups. Okay, this is clear as day. Any people, because it's the 7th house and it's about relationships, any people who you felt have not been authentic with you. The Magician, this is like the Magician in reverse, which can be very manipulative energy, and coming with the 7 of Cups, there may have been a lot of confusion, which has made you feel very frustrated. So it's time to walk away from those type of people, okay? Or to have like a candid conversation and, you know, try to understand how you can break free from their energetic influence, right? Again, remember, we have free will, and that's the biggest power, as I said. That's why it's coming forward strongly for some of you. Walk away from manipulative people, walk away from the confusion, the illusion, or the disillusion, whatever you want to call it, that others may have been projecting at you. This is time to literally release that negativity, snap out of it, and snap out of the stuck feeling, because this is a pivotal time for you to transform completely. Okay, so let's see what you're being called to step into. Wow, look, transformation. You have 2 death cards, you guys. This is big. Whew. Oh wow, this is a big release for you. I mean, really do whatever you can. Meditate, run, swim, dance, laugh, whatever you can do to release any sort of negativity in your life, because you are transforming, my friends. You are 100% transforming. You have death card twice in your reading, and then you have the Ace of Wands. Look at that. There is new passion, for some of you, this could also be like you're getting into a new passionate relationship. This can also mean marriage. Some of you may be getting married as well with the 7th house here, but absolutely, some of you are changing your social connections completely. This is like completely leaving behind one set of your social circle and stepping into completely new soulmates or energies or friends or coaches, mentors, teachers, whatever you want to call it. But with the 7th house, your relationship circle is transforming, and so are you. You're snapping out of this stuck energy. and getting into this. This is a very powerful change for you. Very, very powerful. So take advantage of these energies. Know that the time is conducive. Things are gonna come to light. You know, they may see a little murky right now. They may see a little in the shadows and in hidden energy, but literally as soon as like the next week or the week after the eclipse, things are gonna start coming to the surface, which will help you release and completely transform and come into this new creative time where you'll see a lot of passionate energy in your connections, and you'll feel very, very driven and motivated by those people. Okay. Wow. Whew, you take the crown for 2 death cards, 2 transformation energies here. Like, this is double transformation. So if this is something you've been waiting on for a long time, plant the seeds of intention now. And doesn't mean you have to change overnight, just plant the intention now. Okay. Wish you the best. Hashtag claim it. And watch your sun, moon, rising, and I'll see you next time around, okay? Hello, my fellow Capricorns. If this is your first time, I'll let you know. I'm a Capricorn sun myself, okay? So let's look in the wheel. Let's show you how to find where Gemini falls for you on your chart. Literally find your sign and walk counterclockwise till you reach Gemini. So you're all the way up here. This is Capricorn, step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So Gemini is 6 signs past your sign. So that means this energy is happening in your 6th house. Oh my Lord, I am so ready for this. I don't know if you are, you should be. So 6th house is all about your day-to-day routines, your job, your health, your you know, your day-to-day life, okay? And job is a big factor in this. So for some of you, or for a lot of you, you are possibly getting into a new job. And this can be, if things have been delayed for a while, all of a sudden, you know, the company or the employer follows up with you and offers you a job. Or this could be completely out of the blue. Somebody reaches out to you, like an ex-colleague or, you know, any recruiters, they just reach out to you and offer you this amazing job. I think this is slightly different than, let me see what other sign it has. Slightly different than Scorpio, where it was more around like income from, not from wages like commission or bonuses, but for you, it is literally your primary job. It may be a parallel move, but definitely something very exciting and fresh for you where you would enjoy it. Okay, so that new job energy is coming. It is here with the 6th house coming up over here. Okay, so let's see what Moonology message we have for you, Capricorn. All right. Okay, I guess that's it. We have the answers you need are coming. For some of you, if you've been waiting, those answers are coming. The only thing I want to call out here, as we said, let's find, if you look in Gemini, this is the sign of Mercury. Mercury is in retrograde. So the only thing I would caution is that it may be very good to get the answers and hear back or hear from an employer if this is job related. Make sure to double, triple check the contract before you sign it, because Mercury in retrograde is not it's not the easiest time to sign a brand new contract, but it's really good if it's something that's been ongoing and on and off for a while, and then it's back. Then that's very, very conducive energy and you don't have to worry about it. But still, read it with a fine tooth comb. Like, yeah, definitely give it a good go before you kind of accept any offers. But this is point blank for those of you who want to take advantage of a new job energy. And again, you may realize a week before, a week after, but the energies are going to last for 6 months. Please be sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for this lunar, solar new moon eclipse energy. This is big and it's going to last through the rest of the year. Excuse me, losing my voice here. All right, so let's see where you're at, Capricorn. What you're being asked to leave behind. and what you're being asked to lean into. One more. All right. I like that the answers you need are coming. So let's, before we turn over the cards, let's look at major arcana energies. This is just like the major arcana is pulled out of another deck. And the intention is to see what major energy is going to benefit you the most. Ooh, look at that. Cards are flying. All right. We have the wisdom card. So Hierophant. This is classic. I love when Spirit does this. Hierophant is about new institution, new employers, new organizations, whatever that may be. Or even like if you could be like switching roles within the same company. So going to a different team, you know, a lot of companies do that. But with the 6th house energy, and we're going to keep tying everything back to the 6th house, what's going to benefit you the most is the use of your knowledge and your wisdom and being like mature and open enough to looking at opportunities from a different perspective. Okay, this is also somehow I'm getting, don't box yourself in as you get opportunities. Just be curious, be open, because the Hierophant, you know, is somebody very wise, but how do they get wise? By learning from different institutions, different, even if you call them like religious institutions or different cultures. It's the wisdom comes from being open to expansive knowledge. That's what this is. So the more open you are, and it's number 5. 5 is about changes, but it's about growth coming from those changes. So the answers you need are coming. Be open to them and be in a very wisdom energy and not in an egotistical energy, because sometimes we can hold ourselves back when we're just thinking through the structured approach. Okay, so that's what I'm getting here. So let's see where you're at. You are at the King of Pentacles, baby, already. You're already the King of Pentacles. So you're already, I see, pretty comfortable and pretty on top of things. And look at this person, like in a formal suit, or what do you call it? A dress jacket, dress pants over here. Ready to take charge. This is the boss man energy or boss woman energy. Okay, so already in the 6th house energy, you're ready to charge ahead, but you're also very secure at the moment. Okay, 1 for nothing. What you're being called to leave behind is the 3 of Pentacles and the Devil, your energy. I was gonna say with the 3 of Pentacles, and this is amazing coming out with the Devil. So this is talking about, let me talk about the 3 of Pentacles first, because there's so many messages coming through to me right now. This is walking away from unstable partnerships. Okay, again, tying back to the 6th house. It's all about work, all about job, all about our partners or colleagues. You may end with the Devil, which talks about, you know, feeling not worthy, not being appreciated, or just like doing things in a very traditional manner. That traditional, and the Hierophant is here too. He also talks about tradition. That traditional approach is probably not working conducively for you, and you need to walk away from that. Okay, so for some of you, this could be teammates who are not very authentic, who actually take advantage of you. This could be people who kind of pump you up and make you believe that you're doing really well, but then you don't get the results from them, right? So this could be some of the old stale energies that have not been very helpful for your growth. So you're being asked to walk away from those. The foundations have not been very, very positive here. And then walk into the future. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. The 6 of Pentacles and the High Priestess. So 6 of Pentacles is receiving. This is the time to receive the good from your karma, okay? Everything that you've put out, doubling. You see, usually we say like whatever you put out, you get 10x back, but literally here you're doubling. You're going from the 3 of Pentacles to the 6 of Pentacles. So you've been giving. Now it's time to sit back and receive and adjust your energies accordingly. Get ready to receive. Things are going to balance out. And we have the High Priestess here. You know within your heart of hearts, follow your intuition. You have the High Priestess and you have the Hierophant. Okay, so High Priestess and the High Priest. They're both here saying you have the wisdom within you, know your true value. The Devil card talks about standing into our true power and not holding ourselves back and not feeling we're chained to certain organizations or certain traditions or certain bosses or whatever that is, expectations. Breaking away from that, stepping into our power, getting ready to receive, and making sure we follow our intuition to the opportunities as they come our way. Okay, those are the messages for you, Capricorn, coming into some new job offer. Hashtag claim it, comment below, and I'll see you in your next moon or rising or something else. Hi, my beautiful Aquarius. This part of the reading is for you. I highly recommend watching your sun, moon, and rising, as these are really big new moon solar eclipse energies that last for the next 6 months. So to get a full picture, watch all three. So let's see what house this is impacting you. On the wheel, this is from Cafe Astrology. You can just go look at your sign, sun, moon, or rising, and start from there and go counterclockwise till you reach Gemini. Okay, so let's look on the chart where you're at. You're right here at the top, Aquarius, and you are number 1. So step 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so this is affecting your 5th house. Okay, that's how, like, literally how we use the chart. You don't need your exact time or anything, just know where your sign lies on the eclipse chart. That's how it works. Okay, so this is affecting your 5th house. Really fun. So 5th house is all about fun. It's social, it's creativity, it's about children. It's the house of actually luck, and it's also about, I think, like the stock market. If some of you are doing, I'm not suggesting to invest anything crazy because this is eclipse energy, but really talking about this could be a new hobby, a new creative passion, anything like that, and a lot of creative and childlike energy. For some of you, you may be conceiving or having children, or you may have some interesting surprises with your children. Could also be challenging for some people, I think, if you have kids home for the summer and they're not doing anything. But that's just for a small percentage of you. But this is fun expansion. Watch out. Be careful if you do not want to conceive, you know, protect yourself. That's the main thing. But yeah, this is about creativity, expansion, fun, hobbies, you know, gambling, sports. That's what this house is all about. So take what fits. Let's get you a Moonology message for a beautiful Aquarius. Let's see what we have. You are very close to achieving your goal. I think Sagittarius also got that, if I'm not wrong. I don't remember. I've been doing so many signs. So there you go. That's your message. You're very close to achieving your goal, whatever this may be. You know, if some of you are trying to conceive, you're very close to it. Very, very productive, fertile time for you. If this is a hobby, if this is a plan, if this is a side hustle, you're trying to, you know, take it off the ground. You are very close. Okay, the energies are really opening up for you. So let's see what Tarot has to say. All right, your current energies, what you're being called to leave in the past, close out. What you are being called to lean into. Okay, and before we look into that, let's get you major arcana energy. Oops. To see what's going to benefit you the most. So step into this major energy in order to take advantage of the new moon solar eclipse. We have power. Ooh, this is the first time this card has come out. This is the strength card and the Rider-Waite Tarot. Wow, this is being, again, stand your ground. Okay, that's one message. But I think with the 5th house, and again, we're going to try anchor everything back to the house it impacts for you. With the 5th house, this really is talking to me about, you know, you don't have to use force every time. There is a tactful way, you know, it's like the carrot versus the stick. This is the carrot. That's the message I'm getting from this, is like you have to use compassion, you have to be gentle at this time, and force is not gonna bring the best results. You have the power. You have the power to influence, but influence, you know, the community, people around you in a very positive way. So, you know, it's like the difference between a boss and a leader. That's what I'm picking up for a lot of you. So apply it to the fifth house, right? Fifth house is about, you know, friends and fun and relationships and creativity. You have the power to make your dreams come true, but know that it has to come from a leadership aura, okay? Not just like charging ahead. You can use both. You have both within you. You have a pretty good balance. So that's what I'm getting from this, and you're very close to achieving it. Use your leadership skills to your best benefit. All right, let's see where you're at. You are at 3 of Cups, social fun house. As I said, happy, having a good time, focusing on immediate connections and trying to be happy. The 3 of Cups, by the way, I have to say it, is also an energy of bringing a child into the world, okay? The 2 of Cups is the soulmate connection. When they come together, you bring a third, which is usually a child. Again, can also be a, you know, a pet animal as well, but that is definitely coming through with the 5th house. So generally happy energy. I like it. I like the fun energy. Okay, let's see what you're being called to walk away from. The 4 of Swords and the 8 of Swords. Oh, look at that. Mental chaos. So you're being asked to walk away from feeling stuck and feeling you don't have the power, feeling you don't have the freedom. You do. You have the power, you have the freedom to break away. All you got to do is just like take a different perspective, okay? And 4 of Swords is, I think, coming out from this again. This is a time where we heal. And what this is telling me, the stresses are over, the limitations are over, breaks over as well. That's literally what I'm getting from some of you. You've been there, take care of yourself, you've rested, now it's time to come out and shine, okay? You are balanced enough now to come out and shine. So let's see what we have in the near future. So we have the Moon and the 2 of Pentacles. Beautiful. So again, stepping into your intuition, know that things are coming to light. Moon is intuition with the 5th house. If you are trying to get something creative off the ground, follow your intuition. You already know what it is. And if you are fearful about it, know that that's just like baseless fear. It's just in your head, because you're going to find a way forward. As you take the steps, the answers are going to come. You're very close. So make sure you keep leaning into your intuition if you're really being drawn to something very creatively. And with the 2 of Pentacles is like, whatever you put, you will sow. So what is it? Reap as you sow. So as above, so below. That's what this is. So with the 5th house again, some of you, oh my gosh, could be conceiving twins. That's coming through for some of you. Sorry, I say oh my gosh because I already have kids. I don't want more. But you know, just that's coming through for some of you. But basically, you're coming into an energy where your intuition is getting stronger. You're being called to release your fears. You have the power to walk away from your fears and truly bring balance into your life, where you'll be able to even balance things with your children if you already have them, to have a nice balanced work-life scenario. That's what's coming through for some of you. And whatever you've invested is probably going to come back many folds. Like this literally is 2x, but it could come back many folds from here on out. So those are the messages I'm getting for you. Best of luck, hashtag claim it, and I will see you in your next sign or in my next reading. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Pisces. Last but not the least, this is your reading. Again, we're going to find which house this affects you on the wheel. You find your sign and you walk counterclockwise till you reach the sign of Gemini. So looking on the chart, here you are number 1. So step 1, 2, 3, and 4. So Gemini is 4 signs past your sign, which means it is in your 4th house. All right, so this new moon solar eclipse is going to be impacting your 4th house. What is the 4th house about? It is all about home, family, foundations, or stability, or security system. So with stepping out of your comfort zone and expecting powerful change over here, what I see, some of you may be actually moving at this time, or maybe bringing somebody new into the family, into the household. You know, is it a new relationship? Is it a new pet? Is it a new connection? Whatever that is, you know, moving to a new apartment, you know, getting a new mortgage, or making major home improvements, or could be relatives visiting you. Okay, any of those. Again, something new addition in your home and family, and also very, very conducive, very, very possible within the next 6 months, like starting now through the next 6 months, that you move to some place that where you're going to stay for the long term, or you bring somebody into the family that is a very long-lasting relationship or connection, something like that. Okay, so very heavy conducive energies for 4th house. Let's see what Moonology cards or card wants to come out for you. So we have, what do you need to release? Wow, very mysterious energy. It's like, what do you need to release? So again, you're Pisces, you're highly, highly intuitive. You probably already know what this is that you need to release. Is it a past relationship? Somebody that impacts your home? What is it? What is it that you need to release? You're being called to. This is very, very powerful time. And again, you know, as I've been telling the other signs, doesn't mean you have to do it at the new one. Doesn't mean you have to do it the week before, the week after. This just shows that you will come to this realization. It'll be a very stark and clear realization that you do need to release something. So as long as you get that, you honor the intuition, say, okay, I'm going to start putting steps towards it. And then, you know, over the next 6 months, you do the changes. Just don't ignore that nudge if you get it. Okay. All right. Let's see what Tarot has to say. This is where you're at. This is what you're being called to leave behind. Okay, and this is what you're being called to step into. Okay, all right, and before we look at those, let's get you your major arcana. These are just the major arcana cards. And I want to see what major energy is going to benefit you the most for taking advantage of this new moon energy, this solar eclipse energy. All right. The universe. Look, you're releasing something. This is a brand new beginning. You're closing some old chapters. 4th house. Some of you may be finally releasing a long-term relationship. Okay, I have to say it out there. It's coming strongly with the 4th house. It talks about your home and your family. And be stepping into, or if you've closed it in the past, then you're stepping into a whole new beginning with somebody else. Very, very likely that you're coming into that connection. For others of you, again, as I said, you could be buying a home, you could be relocating, you could be completely changing where you live and how you live. This is ending old chapters and beginning brand new chapters. This is big. This is big energy for you. So what do you need to release? What do you need to release? Let's see where you're at. Oh my God. Whew. Judgment. All right. You have some big energies, Pisces. This is, let me just look at my notes here. You're a mutable sign. So the 4 signs astrologically that will be impacted the most are Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. You're a mutable sign, so this is going to impact you in a big way. This is life-changing. I cannot stress that enough. You have the Judgment here, so you're being called to release something. Judgment is rebirth. It is resurrection. It is killing our old self and resurrecting in our, it's a rebirth. Okay, that's the energy you're in. So you already know what you need to release. You already know you're stepping into something new. Okay, what are you being called to release? Oh my God. Death and Ace of Cups. Yeah, absolutely. Dreams that have not been in your highest good. Okay, the Ace of Cups is, you know, when we're dreaming or we want something and we really desire something, but that really doesn't sit well with your authentic self. Have you been dreaming or thinking through things from a very logical mind and not truly from your heart of hearts, from your intuition? That needs to end. There will be death of the old you. You're leaving the old self behind, the old, you know, a very small level of dreams at your old consciousness level. You're being asked to leave those behind because you're stepping into something much, much bigger and long-term, long sustaining energies here as you step into this new. Okay, I'm very curious to see what we have here. Oh my God, 8 of Wands and 5 of Pentacles. Yep, you're closing this chapter. You're closing this chapter of feeling abandoned, feeling out in the cold and not having any support system. This is going to change with the 4th house energy. You're going to find that person, that state, that location, that family, that reunion or union, whatever that is, and it's going to come in hot and heavy. It's going to come in fast. So what I'm seeing here really is release the old patterns. Release any old grudges if you have in your energy field. Like, you know, again, for those of you where this is a long-term relationship that you walked away from, really release it truly so you can shine. You can shine your own light. And the quicker you do that, the more you open up, things are going to line up for you. The universe is going to bring you somebody who will truly make you feel complete in your home and family situation. Okay. Wow. Powerful close to the reading, powerful close. I wish you the very best. Hashtag claim it. Don't forget to watch your moon and rising in order to get the full picture. This is a powerful new moon solar eclipse. I wish you the very best. Much love and light, and I'll see you next time around. Bye.